Have you ever wondered why some people seem to stay active, sharp, and full of energy well into their 70s and 80s, while others begin struggling with fatigue, aching joints, or memory lapses much earlier? The answer isn't always found in expensive supplements or complicated diets. In fact, many top doctors quietly rely on a handful of everyday foods that most of us walk right past in the grocery store. These aren't trendy superfoods shipped from the other side of the world. They're simple, familiar, and surprisingly affordable. What's interesting is that these foods don't just help support one part of the body. Many of them can benefit your heart, brain, muscles, bones, and even your immune system, all at the same time. And here's something many people don't realize. After age 60, your body doesn't process nutrients the way it once did. Foods that barely mattered in your 40s can become incredibly important in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. That means a few small changes on your plate today could help support how you feel tomorrow. Think about your own routine for a moment. Maybe you start your morning with a cup of coffee. Maybe you enjoy lunch with friends after church, work in your backyard garden, or take an evening walk around the neighborhood. The food you choose during those ordinary moments may be shaping your health more than you think. The best part is that healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes the smartest choices are also the simplest. And once you understand why these foods matter, you may never look at your next grocery trip the same way again. As we get older, it's easy to assume that feeling tired, slowing down, or forgetting little things is simply part of aging. While some changes are natural, many are influenced by something we can actually improve: what we eat every day. Doctors often remind their own patients that food isn't just fuel, it's the raw material your body uses to repair itself, protect against damage, and keep important systems working as smoothly as possible. One of the first foods many health professionals regularly include in their meals is leafy green vegetables. Spinach, kale, romaine lettuce, and collard greens are packed with vitamins, minerals, and natural compounds that help support healthy blood vessels, strong bones, and brain function. You don't need a giant salad every day either. A handful of spinach in an omelet, a side of steamed greens with dinner, or a fresh salad at lunch can make a meaningful difference over time. Another favorite among many doctors is berries, especially blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries. These colorful fruits contain natural antioxidants, which help protect the body's cells from everyday wear and tear. Think of antioxidants like a cleanup crew. Every day, your body faces stress from normal living, pollution, and even the aging process itself. Antioxidants help your body manage that stress, supporting healthy aging in a simple, delicious way. Here's where many people make a common mistake. They believe healthy food has to be expensive or difficult to prepare. But frozen berries can be just as nutritious as fresh ones, and they're often available year-round at your local grocery store. They're easy to add to oatmeal, plain yogurt, or a morning smoothie without much effort. The same idea applies to leafy greens. Fresh, frozen, or even certain low-sodium canned options can all fit into a healthy eating pattern. What matters most is making them a regular habit instead of an occasional choice. It's often these small, consistent decisions, not dramatic diet changes, that many doctors quietly practice in their own lives. And over the years, those simple habits can add up in ways that surprise many people. Another food you'll often find on a doctor's shopping list is beans and lentils. They may not look exciting, but they're one of the most nutritious foods you can buy. They're rich in fiber and plant-based protein, which can help you feel full longer and support steadier blood sugar levels. That's especially important for many adults over 60 who are managing diabetes or prediabetes. A warm bowl of bean soup, a side of black beans with dinner, or lentils added to a salad can be an easy way to enjoy these benefits without changing your entire diet. Many doctors also make room for fatty fish, such as salmon, sardines, or trout. These fish provide omega-3 fats, nutrients that support heart health and healthy brain function. They may also help support healthy joints, making everyday activities like climbing stairs, gardening, or taking a neighborhood walk feel a little more comfortable. The surprising part is that you don't have to eat fish every day. Even one or two servings a week can be part of a heart-healthy eating pattern recommended by many health organizations. Then there's a food that's been unfairly misunderstood for years: eggs. Some people still avoid eggs because of old advice they heard decades ago. But for many healthy older adults, eggs can be a valuable source of high-quality protein, along with nutrients like vitamin B12 and choline, which play important roles in brain and nerve health. Of course, individual needs vary, so it's always wise to follow your healthcare provider's guidance, especially if you have specific medical conditions. Here's something else many people don't think about. After age 60, maintaining muscle becomes just as important as maintaining weight. Losing muscle can make everyday tasks, from carrying groceries to getting up from a chair, more difficult. Eating enough protein throughout the day, rather than all at one meal, can help support healthy muscles as you age. When you look at these foods together, leafy greens, berries, beans, fish, and eggs, they have something in common. They're not miracle foods. They're dependable choices that work best when enjoyed regularly as part of an overall healthy lifestyle. That's exactly why so many doctors keep coming back to them. Not because they're fashionable, but because they're practical, nourishing, and easy to fit into real life. Now let's talk about foods that many doctors don't just recommend. They genuinely enjoy themselves because they're simple to include in everyday life. One of those is plain yogurt, especially varieties with little or no added sugar. Yogurt contains protein, calcium, and, in many cases, live cultures that support a healthy balance of bacteria in your digestive system. Since digestion can change with age, keeping your gut healthy may also support your immune system and help your body absorb nutrients more effectively. A simple breakfast of plain yogurt topped with blueberries and a handful of walnuts can be satisfying, nutritious, and ready in just a few minutes. Speaking of walnuts and other nuts, these are another favorite. They provide healthy fats, fiber, and important minerals that support heart health. The key, though, is portion size. A small handful is usually enough. It's easy to overdo it because nuts are calorie dense, but a modest serving can fit well into a balanced eating pattern. Another food doctors often keep in their kitchens is oatmeal. Not the sugary instant packets loaded with sweeteners, but plain oats that you can flavor yourself with fruit, cinnamon, or a sprinkle of nuts. Oats contain a type of soluble fiber that helps support healthy cholesterol levels and keeps you feeling full longer. Many people also notice they have steadier energy throughout the morning after choosing oatmeal instead of a pastry or sugary cereal. Here's where many people get tripped up. They focus on adding healthy foods while forgetting to replace less healthy ones. If your plate is still filled with sugary drinks, heavily processed snacks, or meals high in sodium, even the healthiest additions can only do so much. Instead of trying to change everything overnight, think about making one simple swap at a time. Replace potato chips with a handful of unsalted nuts. Choose water instead of soda with lunch. Add vegetables before reaching for a second helping of pasta. These small decisions are easier to maintain, and over months and years, they can have a meaningful impact. The goal isn't perfection. Even doctors don't eat perfectly every day. They understand that long-term health is built through consistency, not occasional bursts of healthy eating. Every balanced meal is another opportunity to give your body the nutrients it needs to keep you moving, thinking clearly, and enjoying the people and activities that matter most. When you look closely at the eating habits of many doctors, one thing becomes clear. They don't chase every new health trend or miracle food that makes headlines. Instead, they build their meals around simple, familiar foods that have stood the test of time. Leafy greens, berries, beans, fatty fish, eggs, plain yogurt, oats, a handful of nuts. None of these foods is magical on its own, but together they create a pattern of eating that helps nourish your body day after day. That's what healthy aging is really about. Not searching for one perfect food, but making good choices consistently. If you're thinking, where do I even start? Don't make the mistake of changing everything at once. Pick just one habit this week. Maybe add berries to your breakfast. Swap white bread for oatmeal a few mornings. Include beans with dinner once or twice this week. Or enjoy a serving of salmon instead of processed meat. Those small changes may seem almost too simple to matter, but over time, they can become lifelong habits that support your heart, brain, muscles, and overall well-being. And remember, everyone's health needs are different. If you have diabetes, kidney disease, food allergies, or another medical condition, it's always a good idea to talk with your healthcare provider or a registered dietitian before making significant changes to your diet. The goal is to find an eating pattern that works for you. Getting older doesn't mean giving up your energy or independence. Every healthy meal is an investment in the life you want to keep living, whether that's playing with your grandchildren, tending your garden, walking the dog, traveling, or simply feeling your best each day. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing for more practical, evidence-informed health tips designed especially for adults over 60. And if there's one healthy food you enjoy every week, share it in the comments. Your experience might inspire someone else to take the first step toward healthier aging. Until next time, take good care of yourself. One meal, one habit,